What's going on, everybody? Sorry for the missing in action today, but all I can tell you, my body's in massive pain. But that being said, I'm having some coffee now. Keeping my spirits up. And if it all fails, I got a bottle of wine over there, and I'll put myself out of my miseries. But if I don't come back tonight, I haven't given you guys a Benny story in a while. So I just want to give it to you because when I feel miserable, I try to think about things that used to make me laugh, horrendously laugh, really. Because let me tell you something, you'll understand the story. My first misdemeanor, long time ago, I was an early teenager. And it was me, Benny, Mike, Beatty, there's a couple of knuckleheads from the neighborhood. We got a misdemeanor that it was basically dropped down, like the punishment was a community service type stuff because we're all juveniles. We're all knucklehead. It was a stupid thing that happened. It involved somebody's cat, but wait a minute, you guys hold on a second. Benny with the lesbians? That. Anyways, so let me tell you the continuation of what happened. But anyway, we call misdemeanors for that because the fight that broke out was next to the 24th precinct. So once we fought the lesbians, once that whole thing went out, then everybody was crying and all sensitive. When they showed up with chains and bats, they weren't that way. Anyway, so we all caught misdemeanors, and it was no big deal. Everybody thought we were going to do some time up at Spofford and stuff like that, a couple of youth camps and stuff. But when we explained the whole thing the best we could, the public defender was just like community service. So we thought, sweet, no problem. That was the problem. Community service sometimes is harder than doing time. I'm going to tell you, for those that don't know, about that dark, murky world, sometimes community service, you're praying to do a month in Rikers. Let me explain. Our community service, it was about 7 of us, and this wild dude, older, Vietnam veteran dude wearing a bandana, Puerto Rican, like El Diablo type. I don't even know how he got community service. Probably because he's been in and out of prison so much, they just gave him community service. But anyway, we all had to report for community service. But it was in a place in my neighborhood that I knew. It was a local community clinic medical center. Ryan's Health. So I knew the place. So I said, okay, how bad could this be? Maybe push a couple of old chicks in wheelchairs and stuff like that. Hang out with a blind dude. I didn't think anything of it. Really, I did not until I showed up. So we all showed up there like morons, and we met the wild, I'm going to call him the Savage. That was the Vietnam vet guy. I'm just calling him the Savage. I don't know his name. Honestly, I don't. So we showed up, and the field operation director was there. And he's like, okay, you guys all got in trouble, but you're going to do some community service with us. When you get a couple of hours, I'll sign you on. Everything will be fine, whatever. And I was like, all right, this is sweet. He's like, we're going to go to a park out in Queens. So it was out by, you remember they did the Men in Black type stuff? I don't even know where the World Fair used to be at. So it was over there, okay, by Met Stadium. So anyway, they have this giant van, like big bus type van, and it says on it, "Tu inmigración fácil," in Spanish, your immigration, your immigration done easy or fast, if you want to translate it. But it was basically "tu inmigración," tu inmigración. Like basically that's what it was, like your immigration. So the medical center was doing outreach to people who were immigrants to kind of help them with their immigration and kind of offer them medical services and stuff like that. How bad could this be? Really? The truck was full of sandwiches, cookies, juices, t-shirts. I mean, it was like a fun van. It was no problem. And we were in this thing, the 8 of us plus the Vietnam Savage. He was just looking out the window thinking that the Viet Cong was going to come. So no big deal. So we take the drive out from Manhattan out to Queens, and we're out in Queens, and we pull up to this park. And then once we're there, he talks to the park and recreation. Those are like the green uniform park cops. And he tells them the permit and stuff like that. So they let him drive onto the field and stuff. And once we're there, he says, director guy says, all you have to do is stand here, and when people come over, you hand them out pamphlets, you hand them out sandwiches, juices, whatever you got to do. You do this all day long, and then I come back in a couple of hours, and we head back into the city, and it's over. And you get your cards signed down. Everything is done. It was going to be like 5 hours of community service. So I thought to myself, this is not a bad deal. This is a beautiful day in the park. Look at all these beautiful immigrants here. There was hundreds of them. It was everything. We had Indian, Mexican, Colombian, Dominican. We had everybody because they've been announcing this on the radio and all kinds of. So all these people were here. So our job was to like set everything up. So we were setting everything up. And Benny has like this big like beach umbrella that he found in the back of the van. And I'm like, oh, Benny, I don't think that's supposed to be out. He goes, yo, the sun's going to be too much. I'm going to put it out for us. So Benny takes his big umbrella. He puts it right next to the big bus van, whatever. He opens it up, and sure enough, it's all this shade for us to just hang there. So we're all sitting underneath this umbrella, and to the left of us is this giant table, sandwiches, juices, T-shirts, like everything is there, like for real. We probably even had like dog shampoo. It was like everything there. And the pamphlets and all kinds of stuff. And we were waiting for people to come, get the pamphlets, us to hand them the goodies, a couple of hours, and we would be leaving. But something happened. Started looking as people approached us, they started looking at us strange and like angry. Some people started running away from us. And it was so weird. We were like, yo, have a sandwich or something, like whatever. Like we were like, well, what's going on? Like, why are people, like people were getting up from the grass and like grabbing children and like running away. We were like, what the fuck is wrong with these motherfuckers? They're just all running away. And we're like, yo, what the fuck? This is what the fuck? Take a sandwich. Fucking Benny's eating a sandwich, and he's like, I don't understand it with these fucking people. These fucking sandwiches are great. I'm like, Benny, you're not supposed to eat the fucking sandwiches. That's for these people. He said, but they're all running away. So our crazy savage Vietnam guy is like, fuck them, let them run away. We don't need them. We'll sell everything here. I'm like, yo, dog, I'm about to catch a felony. I'm here for a misdemeanor. So no big deal. But then we saw something like at the edge of the park. Like a lot of the men started to gather together, like angry. Like some of them were taking off their shirts and stuff and coming over. So it looked threatening for a while. And there was like, they were picking up things like bottles and shit and throwing it at us. So we were like, what the fuck? And so we were like, it was starting to get real ugly. We didn't know what was going on. So like we're like picking bottles up, throwing it back at them. And like the families are still running. So like we literally, no joke, we had our first like skirmish with them. Like we were fighting and shit. Like it was fucking crazy. Like we didn't know why. We didn't know anything. We were there to do something good. Like we had sandwiches. Like we had everything. I mean, we had candy. We had the fucking fight. Let me tell you something. It was to the point where they went, you're going to see. They're saying in Spanish, like you're going to see. So they run off. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like literally, like it was to the point where we're just like, yo, let's get the fuck out of here. All of a sudden, we see there's a lot of them coming. Like, it's just a lot. Like, you could see like a mob coming. Like, they were preparing like 2 blocks away. They had sticks. They were coming for war. And the Vietnam vet, the savage guy, he was like, this is it. This is war. We're going to kill these motherfuckers. I was like, no, we're not going to kill them. We're going to hand sandwiches to these motherfuckers. But no joke, as they got closer, you saw motherfuckers were like, not even bats. Let me just correct that. Pieces of wood. It looked like they broke apart a pallet. You know, like those pallets and stuff. Listen, they were coming to murder us. I don't know why. But it went down. We had the wildest brawl ever. It was crazy. The fucking cops came. It was like, we were all there. Court order, community service. It was fucking crazy. And I don't like dealing with cops in Queens. These motherfuckers is just one of those people. Harlem, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Bronx, like the Queens is like they're in another world. They think they're in Long Island. But anyway, after the melee happened, like literally the ambulance had people got fucked up. And I'm there, like I still don't know. And the cop is like, what the fuck started all this? What did you do? I'm like, yo, we don't know. We don't know anything. And all of a sudden, Mikey, he looks at the fucking big bus van. Remember that big umbrella that fucking Benny put up? Well, Benny didn't take a look what he was blocking. Tu inmigración, like your immigration done fast, Well, he blocked the your, and the fucking van just said immigration on it. These motherfuckers thought we did a trap. They thought we would come on a fucking hand them sandwiches, throw them in the fucking van. We're gonna take this motherfucker to Guatemala. That's why they fucking fought, because these motherfuckers thought like, yo, I'm gonna go there, get a sandwich, get my green card, everything's gonna be great. And all of a sudden, as they get closer, that's immigration. And we're there like, come over. We got cookies. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, because we have to wait for the cops, because to wrap up, to speak to the field guy, whatever, because they didn't believe us for shit. Vietnam was going away. He was telling us, yo, dog, guys, I'm going away, man. This was the best fucking day ever. He was thanking us like we completed him or something. I'm like on the side, I got fucking bruises on my neck, all kinds of stuff. I literally, like when the cops came, I had my knee like on some kind of like, I think he was in Guatemala, I don't even know. I had my knee on his neck. I was like, motherfucker, you're gonna oblast George Floyd tonight. All of a sudden, when the field director's coming over, he's like, what is wrong with you motherfuckers? What is it? He fucking broke right. He was like, he couldn't stay. I was like, chill. The fuck, these motherfuckers attacked us. They thought we were the immigration. And when he looks, it was the biggest like PR disaster. Could you imagine we rolled up into a heavily immigrant neighborhood in a park? They've been advertising that we'll help you with all your immigration services. And all of a sudden, Benny puts up this big beach umbrella and knocks out the tu inmigración. It just said immigration. That, when you looked at it from a different, I was like, whoa, shit, where's my birth certificate? Even it looks fucking scary to me. That was fucked up. But let me tell you something. We all got fucked up. Because I, at the end of the day, had to go to some youth camp for like 3 weeks. I'll tell you about the youth camp on a different day. But we all our community service thing got fucked up. The Savage Vietnam vet, he was like on... he was on parole. He wasn't even on. It was like a parole thing. It was like in a halfway house. He had the best time of his life. At least somebody was happy. The rest, we all got sent to different places. But I'm gonna tell you, that was my first misdemeanor. I'm gonna tell you that to laugh. Watch out for the big bus. This is immigration. If you're, unlawful, whatever. I don't care. We were all unlawful at one point. Hope that made you laugh. And if I feel better, I'll be back.